Greetings, my people, my brothers and sisters, fellow Gooners, fellow Arsenal fans. How you doing out there? Welcome to another series of another episode, really serious episode of Arsenal Future broadcasts on YouTube. Please subscribe, like the videos. No one subscribed so far. Can't believe it. What are you waiting for? Subscribe, please subscribe for latest Arsenal content, great Arsenal stories back in the days and currently. Subscribe to the channel. You know, come on, help us to grow, and you shall be rewarded in due season. Anyway, we're here to talk about Declan Rice, who landed today. Rice baby, Rice baby, I mean, I might as well jump in a bandwagon. Everyone else is singing it, so I might as well sing. I mean, we can't do a spectacular video because we have not at a setting like AFTV have done with with Cecil, and so we're not at that level yet. But hey, one day. Yeah, so we've signed Declan Rice. Arsenal signed Declan Rice for, as you all know by now, £105 million, £100 million with £5 million in add-ons. You know how it went. We spoke about it before, and I'm sure many other channels have spoken about it. The news channels have spoken about it. That, you know, Arsenal bidded, and I think we had 3 bids, didn't we? And then Manchester City came in, and then Manchester City went away, and then we bidded. Our final bid was 100 million plus 5 million add-ons, and then Manchester City never came back to the bidding table, and so that was it. And then Declan Rice already had made his mind up that he wanted to join Arsenal, speaking with Mikel Arteta about where Arsenal going in the future, the project he has in hand, and of course he's very close with Bukayo Saka, Ben White, of course, because they play for England. Also Aaron Ramsdale and Emil Smith-Rowe, and even Eddie Nketiah, because they came through at Chelsea together. They're around the same age, so there's quite a few guys in the Arsenal setup that he knows, and so he feels at home. Of course, it's in London because he always said he wanted to stay in London. He's just, his wife or his girlfriend has just had a young child recently. So he's a Londoner, so he's settled in London, so he wanted to stay in London. So obviously West Ham to Arsenal, he could just more or less stay in the same house. It's just a matter of several miles north. So that, and then there you have it. So he's going to play, of course, he's a central CDM, central defensive midfielder. We used to call it anchor, but anchor's kind of like it's like an ancient word now. I remember when I was growing up in the 80s and the 90s, I used to always hear commentators and football analysis and football analysts and analyzers talk about the holding midfielder being an anchor man, you see. But now we call them CDMs, you know, just normal defensive midfielders. And so he's going to play that role. He can also play box to box as well, Declan Rice. And so I'm hoping that we keep Thomas Partey, because there's rumours that Thomas Partey could go to either Juventus or another top club in Italy, and also go to the Middle East, because, you know, the Saudi Arabia tycoons out there, the clubs in Saudi Arabia are owned by those Arab tycoons. They're buying up all some of the great talents from Europe, and so I'm hearing that Arsenal are trying to find a club out there for him. But I'm not sure now, because I'm hearing stories that the last week or so that he wants to stay, because he said he's helped Arsenal get into the Champions League. So he wants to stay and help them to see if they can win it or do well in it, or to compete in it. So, and then we've also, of course, just sold Granit Xhaka to Bayer Leverkusen. You know, I done a video on that recently, I think a few hours ago. Even though that was recorded a while ago, it took me a while to get it uploaded because I was so busy, but it's uploaded anyway. And so we don't want to lose the two of them, because if we've already lost Granit Xhaka, we're going to lose Thomas. If we lose Thomas Partey as well, we're going to have to go out and get somebody to replace him like Tchouaméni. And I'm going to be honest, I don't see Real Madrid parting ways with him, because he's one of their linchpins, along with Camavinga. I know they've got Valverde who's linked with Liverpool as well, but we have to wait and see. But they're saying that, some people are saying that Real Madrid might be happy to get rid of or to sell Tchouaméni to help them to fund a move for Kylian Mbappe. So that could be a possibility, but I can't see Madrid losing one of their, because Tchouaméni is a top player, young player, but top player, and Manchester City beat them last season in the semi-final. They're going to want to keep their best players and add, if they can add Kylian Mbappe to what they got there, and they've also lost Benzema as well. So I cannot see them losing another player just to get Kylian Mbappe in. They're gonna, money talks in football. So if Arsenal can offer silly money for Tchouaméni, I'm talking about anything between 90 and 100 million pounds, then it's quite possible they might sell. I wanted Caicedo, but Caicedo looks like he's on his way to Chelsea. Manchester United were linked with him, but he's looked like he's on his way to Chelsea. That's what a lot of the reports are saying. Even Fabrizio Romano has said it. But I'm hearing that he's been getting a lot of things a bit wrong this summer, but he's still one of the go-tos when it comes to in the nose in terms of transfer movements and transfers and so on. Also, Lavia, we're linked with Lavia as well from Southampton. But I'm hearing that Liverpool, of course, have been linked with him, so to Manchester United, and so to Chelsea. I'm even hearing that rumours that Real Madrid, if they were to lose Tchouaméni to Arsenal or to wherever, they could go for Lavia as like a replacement, a long-term replacement for Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni's 23, Lavia's only still 19. And even though Tchouaméni's still young, Lavia's still 4 years younger. So they're remembering that Madrid will go for him if they were to lose Tchouaméni to Arsenal or to one of the other top teams as well. Liverpool have been sniffing around Tchouaméni, not just Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea. So if we can't keep Thomas Partey, we're going to have a fight to get either Tchouaméni or to get Lavia. Caicedo look like he's going to Chelsea, but I'm hearing that there could be a twist to it. But I think maybe Chelsea is the one who gets Caicedo. I would like Barella, who's at Inter Milan, but we've not really been linked with Barella. I think we linked with him a couple of years ago, but I've not seen any recent links to Barella from Inter Milan. But he'd be a very, very nice player to get if we could get him. Very smooth on the ball. He's not really a number 6. So if we lose Thomas Partey, he won't come in. For me, he's not a replacement for Thomas Partey. He's more of a replacement for Xhaka because he's more of an 8. He more plays further forwards than 8. He could play as a 10 as well, because he's got the ball skills. He's not as combative as Thomas Partey is. And even Xhaka was to a certain extent, to a lesser extent. But he's more of an 8. But he plays in a central midfield role anyway. He could play box to box. But he's not really a sitter, like of course Declan Rice and like Thomas Partey. And when we play teams like Manchester City away from home, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, Newcastle, even Spurs, we're going to sometimes probably need 2 anchors. And I see, there's that word again, that ancient word. 2 central defensive midfield players to sit in front of our back 4, And, that will allow the likes of Odegaard and Havertz, if he plays there as a left 8, to do the licensing, to go forward and to create for us and to even score some goals. So it's a very interesting thing that we've got in our squad right now. There's a lot of good players there now. Arteta's accumulating a lot of very good players there, and in assembling a very, very good squad. We still need 3 to 4 more players. I said all along, we still need another right-sided midfielder, a right-sided ringer to foil for Saka. But Saka, last season, he looked very tired. He looked a bit tired the year before as well, after the Euros. So we don't want to burn him out at such a young age. We need a striker, because Jesus, as good as he is, he's not as prolific. So we need somebody who can bang in the goals. If we're chasing a team like City or a juggernaut, we need to have somebody who can come in and score a lot of goals, take the pressure off Saka and Martinelli and so on, and even Jesus. And Eddie's not quite up to it, but Eddie chips in, but he's not quite at that level. If we can keep Balogun, that might be the answer, but Balogun's still young and rusty as well. He missed some chances in our last game a few days ago against who was the team, the German team he played against? Anyway, we played against the German team. I've forgotten the name of the team now, but we played in Germany and we drew 1-1, and he missed a couple of good chances in that game. And so we also need another midfielder, like I said. And even if we keep Thomas Partey, we still need another midfielder. So I personally think we should definitely keep try and keep Partey. and try and keep Balogun and add to it and make our squad even better. So we have two excellent players for every position. That's what Manchester City have. And if we're chasing them and trying to compete with them, that's what we need to have as well. Very soon, I'm going to come out with my Arsenal team for next season. I'm also going to do another stream about my all-time Arsenal 11 and my all-time Arsenal squad, but that will come sometime down the line when there's not much things to report about. We have a bit of fun with that. But I want to do what I think it will be our team. What I think Arteta what team he's going to go with for next season, and what team I'm going to do. What I think he'll go with, and I'm also going to do what I want to see. So my dream team and what I think Arteta will go with next season after we sign the players, because we've got Declan Rice through the door now. We've got Timber. We did a video on that yesterday. We did a video on Havertz a week or two ago. Apparently they said they want some more players. You thought we'd get another 3 more players. I still think we need another goalkeeper to push Ramsdale. Somebody's better than Matt Turner. Matt Turner's decent, but I think we need a better keeper than that to really push Ramsdale, because we're going in the Champions League. We can't mess around. We need to go in there to try to compete, to try to win it. We've never won it before, and I really want to see us win that trophy. We've won all the other trophies, bar that one. So let's try and win this. For years under Wenger, we're going in there just to make the numbers up. We can't do that anymore. Apart from 1 year when we got to the final, when we allowed Barcelona to beat us, when we got Lenz Lehmann sent off, we're going to go again. And it's going to be in Wembley next year as well, the final. I might try and get to that. Possibly we'll even do a stream from there for this channel. Hopefully by then we have a lot more subscribers. But yes, it's more or less in our doorstep. So let's try and get there for for the end of next season, so we can go there. And I don't care who we're playing, even if it's Man City, let's try and win it, because we've never won it before. Anyway, so welcome to Arsenal, Declan Rice, and he said some wonderful things. That he said Arsenal a great club, and that once he heard that about the project that Arsenal had in store, speaking to Mikel Arteta, that he said there's only one club to join, and that was Arsenal. You know, he said some wonderful things. He called Sacks, spoke to Sacks about Arsenal, and everybody, Sacks, Righty, which is Ben Wright, Emil Smith-Rowe, Ramsdale, because of course they're in the England team together. And he said that he spoke to them, and that they said that the team and the club are just going on an upward trajectory for the last couple of years. And he said, as a West Ham player, he said you could see it, that Arsenal were moving places and going to places, and that it was difficult to play against them because they've got such good players. Very similar to what Carl Havertz said when he was at Chelsea, that they're very, very good. You can see they're becoming a very, very good team now, on the periphery of maybe winning a title. So everybody is, all the players are really on board with Arteta and Arsenal's principles. And even though I'm still not convinced fully about Mikel Arteta, I've got to give him this one. He's convincing the players to want to come to the club, and he's convincing the players that the project is alive and well and going places. And we can't ask for more than that. He's got to win a trophy, because as I maintain, if he doesn't win a trophy next season, even if it's only the Carabao Cup, he's got to go and let somebody who's come in and actually get us over that line to win a trophy. So once again, thank you, Declan Rice. He said some more things about Eddie and Nketiah, that he said we had a spat, but I still love Eddie, and I think they came through at Chelsea together. So it's looking good, and I'm feeling good, but we still need 3 more. If we can get 3 more players, like I said, those 3 players, there's a right-sided winger, a striker, and another central midfielder. And even if we don't get that goalkeeper, we could probably try and get the goalkeeper in January or next summer. But for now, those 3 players outfield-wise, and I think we're looking very strong for next season. So once again, big up yourselves. Subscribe, please. We haven't got no subscribers. Like the videos, share them. And of course, we're here. And hopefully, very soon, we're going to be posted again. So take care of yourselves, and peace out. And up the Arsenal. Welcome, Declan Rice, to Arsenal. Peace out.